This daf Yom Yerushalmi Shevi'is, and the article holds. But we're going to start from the top of Nun Tesanav. Rab Zira, Rabbi Das, which in the Vilna is Chaf and Beis, 4 lines down. Rab Zira, Rabbi Padas, and of course today, I should say of course, because we mentioned this later, but today, a couple hours ago, less than 2 hours ago, the war in Gaza resumed, ceasefire ended, so definitely our learning Yerushalmi Day should be a skus, and the Yeshua for the soldiers, the hostages, and all of Am Yisrael. We really need Yeshua, so Hashem clarifying. So, just like you say by the halachas Rabbi Yeshua, that ketaf, which is the swaf, is which comes from the tree, is mutter, and therefore there's no if you were mamid with the swaf from an orla tree, the cheese which you made is not usher. So therefore, over here to say that the swaf, which is the sap of a tree, has no kedusha shvius. Well, that's problem is there. It's Rabbi Yeshua opposite Rabbi Lezer, so it's 1-on-1 with Rabbi Lezer, loves Rabbi Yeshua. But here it's Rabbi Shimon against Chachamim. So I get Rabbi Shimon against the Rov. So Rabbi Yoina says, "V'dam yehi, is it comparable?" In the article, in the Gemara, it says Kol Rabba. In the Kavanaki, it's one word, Kol Rabba, and it's means the same thing as Ad Rabba. On the contrary, Ketaf Batel Agabe Srafo. You don't plant a tree for the purpose of you don't plant a normal tree. Well, it starts the other way around. The tree, a tree of our Mishnah, the ketaf, the balsam tree. You only plant for the purpose of the sap. The sap is what you make balsam oil from. So therefore, that's the acre of the tree. So therefore, here, Chachamim say that sap is the acre of the tree, and therefore Shvi'is applies to that sap. And that would be true even for Rabbi Yeshua. That which Rabbi Yeshua said by other trees, that the sap is not a problem, vis-a-vis orla, such like, it's because the ikar of those trees is the fruit, and they're talking a sap from the fruit would be usher the cheese which it solidified. So that's it says here. Ktaf batagabe sirfo. The saf is ikar. Ilan the alma normal tree ain't a batagabe sirfo. The sraf is not the ikar, and therefore it doesn't. If you curdle cheese with the sraf, it doesn't become of orla tree. It doesn't become also banot. Okay. Ochle behema. The kedusha shvi'is chalalim. So furthermore, this is Rabbi Yonah speaking further. It says, "Ochle behema kedusha shvi'is chalalim." Animal food, kedusha shvi'is takes effect in them. Ben kedushas orla chalalim, but kedusha of orla does not take effect on them. So the kedusha shvi'is doesn't require a fruit mamish, because the fruit of an elan srak, of a non-fruit bearing tree, such as a pine cone or whatever, which is acorn, which is only suitable for ochle be'ema, still has kedusha shvi'is, and then even though they're not considered fruit, lagabe orla. So therefore, by shvi'is, the product of a tree can also be considered to be of the tree vis-a-vis shvi'is, even though by orla it's not. And we sure can concede over here, therefore, that we are asking that the sraf has kedusha shvi'is. I'm Rabbi Yavon. Rabbi Yavon says, Isla Chori. You have another answer which you can give to the difference why here we're passing a even though we're passing there Rabbi Yeshua. What is that? Rabbi Yeshua Amram in Shmuah. Rabbi Yeshua said it as a Shmuah. In other words, this was actually something from which he had a Masorah. And it says the language which is used actually is Shamati Shamamid. Shamati Shamamid. Shamati means he had a Masorah that way. So, perhaps halacha he taka hold elsewhere, like Rabbi Eliezer, that all soraf would also is an ikar pri and is also. But only here, there's a special halacha by Orla, which he was Mekabel, Mesoira, that it doesn't, by Orla, the sraf of the tree is not Asr, only the fruit itself. Okay, says the Gemara, well, actually, my sraf, what is sraf? So, no, sorry, ma, I read it wrong. Ma, sraf pi o pagin pri. That what Yeshua said, this, you're not allowed to use the sraf of the pag. If you curdle cheese with the sraf of the pagin, it's also because it's a fruit. So it doesn't mean that the sraf of the unripe fruit itself has a din peri, or that the pagin themselves have a din peri, and the sraf which comes out of them is, as a result, also because it came out of that fruit, because you're being nana from the pre. So again, is it considered that now, since it's an unripe fruit, the sraf which comes from unripe fruit is the ikr of the fruit at this point, or is the fruit a fruit, and it's yotze from an also fruit, and therefore it's also. What's an aftermeaning? Who cares? So it's not a nice mission of what's the difference? Also came with truma also. The question is whether you did the same thing with truma. You took the sap from the fruit of an unripe fruit of the tree. It's a chayv and truma. If you're going to say the sap is a pre unto itself, it's chayv and truma. Truma's a meisus because it's already a pre. If you're going to say it's the unripe fruit which is the fruit, and this is a derivative of that, but the unripe fruit is not suitable yet for truma's a meisus. It's not right. It's not ripe fruit. So us came with truma also. Tema pagin pre. Us came with truma mutter. I skipped something. In tema sraf pi. If you're going to say that the sraf is the pre, that the sap is the pre at this point. Us came with truma also. So then we did truma. It's chayim and truma's meisus. In tema pagin pre. If you're going to say it's the unripe fruit which is the fruit, also came with truma mutter. Then if we did it by truma, it's mutter. The fruit itself is not chayim and truma's meisus yet. Because actually he says not because of that. He says the Kavanaki, and he's probably right. I'm probably wrong, because it's Ze'eb Alma. The sap would be considered Ze'eb Alma of the fruit. It's not even a fruit juice, and therefore it would be potter. The Pagi themselves, I think, are potter Mitrumas and Ma'aseh that point too, though. Let's go with a whole different shot here. Much more complicated. So this is the shot we gave. And it's the Rasvilia Bara Fulda and Biragra. But the Chazanish says this different shot here, the one which the Kavanaki said. And that is the I'm sure that's what he's saying here. I don't know if he's actually saying that. Who's Kavanaki quoting here? Maybe it's his own shot, but it's a nice shot. It's very simple. Okay, so again, he's saying that if you didn't chew a mutter, it's not because the pagin are not necessarily chayav and shumas and maisris. Could be they are, if they're edible already, but because that which comes out of them is zeya ba'alma. And the Gemara says lama. Why be by truma to be mutter even though by orla it's usher? Because shana is truma muteris. The deriving benefit from truma is mutter. You know, I see why the Kavanaki's pshat is not great here, because I know it's truma get into this. It's not. We just said it's not chayiv in truma. Lama shana is truma muteres. Mano is orla asura. You know what? Let's go back and learn different than Kavanaki. Different than everybody else. Let's go back and learn simply. My srapi or pagapri. Anytime a srap, what's that? Anytime a srapi, also cane b'truma. If you took a fruit which is truma, and but you designated the pag in truma, but pag is not yet edible. So therefore, really, the srap is the edible part. So therefore, that is considered to be ikar pri, and that's also become it's considered to be deriving. It's considered to be the truma at this point. In terms of pagan pri, we're going to see the pagan is a pri, and the srap is only a yod semina pri. Asking b'truma mutter. If you took the sap out of this unripe fruit, even though you made a truma, it's mutter because lama shana is truma mutter. So deriving benefit from truma is mutter. But no, it's orla asura. And that's also by orla. That's why by orla we said that the sraf which comes to the pagan is also. But by truma, the sraf which comes to the pagan of truma would be mutter. Because I know it's truma. And I'm thinking even more than that. No, but I'm thinking more than that, it's probably not correct. So let's scratch that. So I think that's the most glab shot, and I'm going to do it one more time. Do we say sraf pri or pagan pri? Do we say at that point, when it's pagan, what's ikar? Is it the sraf, which is the ikar, or the pagan, which is ikar? You take a sraf pri, it's going to say sraf is ikar at this point. Us came with truma. If you had pagan, which you designate as truma, and the sraf is also because it is the ikar pri. Being pagan pri, when you say the ikar pri is the pagan, us came with truma mutter. Then the sraf is mutter because it's zeya ba'alma, as it says here. So it's not considered in the Kavanaki. Zeya ba'alma, and therefore, what's the implication? Lama shanes truma uteres. The zeya ba'alma of truma is mutter. Va'anoya, it's the only time the liquid is also, at least the raisa, is zeisim and anovim. Any other derived fruit from truma from a tree has a status of doesn't have a status of a true mashke. So it's I think the sap is even less, and therefore we say zeh da'alma. V'lama shanes truma muteres v'anas orla asura. So that so therefore then since zeh ba'alma this had of truma's mutter. If by sending by orla it's no good because not allowed to have any benefit from orla. Okay, I like that shot. Okay, so now we go to the next part of the Mishnah about the rose, which is soaked in oil. The rose is shmita, and the oil is from shishis. So the Gemara says, "Chachar mayuko desaveret." Here you say the article is the header. Yuko desaveret. Chachar tamar yuko desaveret. The kartam archai bebiur. So here you say that the oil is mutter. Right, even though it's a taste of the rose of Shemitah. So it sounds like the lulav oil does not have an issue of Shemitah. But afterwards you say, by Yasham Mechodesh, when you have a veret of the 6th year, which is an oil of Shemitah, so then you say it's chayav biur, even the oil which is balua in the rose. So which one is it Blia Aser or isn't Blia Aser? It's Blia Mutter. So Rabbi Vosh, we have the train tanoininu. Stuck in two different tanoin. One has the blias also, one has the blias mutter. And Rabbi Zera is there. Yochana patrulach betray patre. I could say it's one tana, but it's two different okimtos. Veret chadash shakiv shel b'shem and yashon. If you have a new veret of it really holds there's no chibir on the taste. The sefer, it says you chayv levayer, the veret is because you soaked it in oil of shminis, and that's the case in the zman bir of the rose already passed, right? Veret chadash shekiv sho b'shemen yashon. That is so. Veret chadash shekiv sho b'shemen yashon. That's veret shekiv sho b'shemen shishis. There, the oil is usher, but the other way around. The oil is mutter. You can just discard the vered, right? And the yashim chodesh. But when you take an old vered of Shevi'is and you put into new oil of Shminis, then then at that point it's chayav b'biur. Why? Because the vered of Shevi'is is chayav and biur. Its time has passed, and so that's why you have to get rid of the vered, not because it's balur from the oil Shminis. It's because vered itself is from Shevi'is. The Yosh Chodesh vered shel Shevi'is shekav shel b'shemen shel Shminis. Okay, so that's right. Okay. So the Kavanaki goes on and says, according to this, the case in the Mishnah which talks about charuvim is as follows: new charuvim, meaning charuvim of Shevi'is, which you put into yain yashin, wine of shishis. That's there. You remove the charuvim because they are shmita. Yerushalmi bechadash is charuvim shel Shevi'is shekav shem yain shel shminis, and the charuvim are chayav in biur because they pair Shevi'is. The din of the wine itself is not explained in the Mishnah, but presumably since the yain shel shminis, it's not a problem. Okay, that's the end of the parak and the end of the daf. We'll stop here for today.